Hey friends, I ran across an interesting article in Wire magazine and the title caught my attention. It read, "Unlike humans, chimpanzees don't enjoy collaborating." If you've read Jared Diamond's Third Chimpanzee, you're probably aware that chimpanzees and humans share about 98% of our DNA. Actually, recent research shows it's probably closer to 99%. So this is intriguing that we could be so similar and yet so divergent in this area. What the study shows is that chimpanzees and other primates do cooperate and collaborate, but much more narrowly when it's only clearly in their self-interest. So what sets humans apart is the extent of which we do collaboration and the fact that we get joy out of collaborating, even if it's not clearly in our own self-interest. So that got me thinking about our work networks and our work life. How do we connect and collaborate with other people? There's a great article in Harvard Business Review about developing a strategic network. And the authors talk about three types of networks, two of which I think you'll be very familiar with. One is your operational network. These are people you work with day to day. They're in your same department, your same career field, and you talk to them on a regular basis. The second is a developmental network. We all have these. These are trusted advisors, maybe a mentor, people you go to, might even be your family members, or friends that are outside of your industry. And you go to them when you talk about big career aspirations or goals or changes that are happening in your life. The third, I think, is really interesting and compelling, and that's the strategic network. These are people who are really on the fringe of your own work field. Maybe you've met them at an event or maybe in a social setting, and you realize you share some common interests, but they fundamentally are in a different field from you. The reason that's so compelling is that it's very likely that it's going to be forces outside of your own field that impact your field and make major changes. So it's really important to develop those connections, what sociologists would call weak ties. So as you look at the week ahead, I know we're all thinking about cooperating, collaborating, and connecting with people. So just throw that idea out to you that this might be a good time to say, hey, who have met, in the past that I shared some common interests in. It might be a great time to strike up a conversation with them and see what's happening in their field, and maybe that will spark some ideas for you in your field. So would love to hear if you have some of these folks, these connectors in your network, and how you've come up with new ideas, or maybe they've taught you something that you were able to apply to your field. So hit me up below. Stay safe out there.